Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here, returning to you pretty late tonight for this episode review for Demon Slayer Hashira Trainings Season 4, Episode 8 for the season finale review. So I'm going to discuss what I watched for this 40-minute episode, which it kind of does show snippets of the whole scene with Muzan and Okiyashiki, or whatever his name is. The master of the Demon Slayers. So, I'll let you know what I thought of this episode overall. So, let's dive into this episode review for Season 4, Episode 8. Now, this is the season finale for the Hashira training arc, and by God, it was a pretty strong season finale. The cliffhanger was interesting, but I think it's getting into the final showdown with Muzan, and it's looking like this is going to be wrapping. Looks like Demon Slayer is going to be wrapping up in 2025 or 2026. So can't wait to see what happens for Demon Slayer for Infinity Castle. I believe is the final arc of the whole show or whatever. So I'm not 100% sure, but we'll just wait and see what happens with that. But they're basically fighting Muzan because the master does die in this episode, which is unfortunate, and it's really sad to see that scene or whatever. But it was a pretty epic battle for sure, trying to trap Muzan, and the whole purpose of that whole meeting Muzan, the master meeting Muzan for the first time, was basically because they were trying to entrap him so they could kill him off and finally end that war between demons and demon slayers. And basically, if Muzan Kibutsuji dies, all the other demons that he turned dies as well. So this is going to be quite an interesting final chapter for Demon Slayer, the show. I was very excited for Hashira Training when it came out, and I actually thought Hashira Training was a little weaker than, as of looking back at watching the whole season, I was impressed, but I would say it's probably weaker than Swordsmith Village. But still, the ending to this season was really interesting, leading into the Infinity Castle where they all get trapped, and I'm like, well, they better release something in 2025, because I think they're going to have an English dub in fall 2025. I don't know for sure, but they're in the works of getting Infinity Castle produced, made, and getting it aired and all that, so it's in the process of its final stages of showing on Crunchyroll and all that, so I think this episode was really good. This was probably my favorite episode of the whole season. This is a strong 9.5 out of 10. It was really good. The ending was very climatic and leads into this upcoming season that's soon to be coming out for next year, I think. But hopefully we don't have to wait too long, because I think it's kind of time to wrap up Demon Slayer as a show, because it was a good ride for as long as it aired and all that. And it was a very fun show to watch. Very interesting. The humor in this show is subtle, is subtle, but it's very funny in its own way. But I think with this episode, it was more of the action scene stuff and trying to entrap Muzan Kibutsuji and trying to beat him down until sunrise, and so that way he can basically get turned to ash and die instantly. So pretty much with this episode, it's going to get a strong 9.5 out of 10. It was a strong episode. Probably the best season finale. One of the best season finales. Would I say it's one of my favorite season finales? I don't know, but I have to see how it holds up. But it was a strong season finale, for sure. And I can't wait to see what Infinity Castle is going to offer for season 5 when that comes out next year. Because I know it's not going to be out anytime soon. Because we just got done with the season finale for Demon Slayer English dub for Hashira training. So I see a October release for next year, most likely. But we'll just wait and see how it turns out. But other than that, 9.5 out of 10 for Demon Slayer Season 4, Episode 8. For the final episode, the Hashiras Unite. I think this was a pretty epic battle between the Hashiras and Muzan Kibutsuji, and pretty climatic ending. Going into what's soon to be the Infinity Castle, and they're gonna fight all the demons in the Infinity Castle. So it's gonna be never ending. So we're getting into the final stages of the Demon Slayer show, and I think it's gonna be really epic to see how it ends. So with that being said, because I know they didn't want to do this show too much longer, I was kind of disappointed, but in a way, I think doing 5 or 6 seasons is enough for Demon Slayer, because we've had a good run with it since 2019, and it's been on air for like 5 years or so. So I think it's kind of time to wrap up Demon Slayer in the next year or two. But other than that, hopefully you enjoyed this episode review for the season finale of Demon Slayer Hashira Training, the Hashiras Unite Season 4 Episode 8 review. Thanks for watching this review, and you guys have a good night.